purses. I want one.
Okay, so I stack the boxes with my little basket up there with them, right? And I do the little box stacking. I love the jewelry stacking. That was fun. And then they just dump it back in, and I say, and for that pile that you just saw her holding, and I say, look what I have here. And I hold up these adorable, I try and get a variety, not all pink, because everybody likes pink, but whatever. And I said, look at these adorable purses. I said, you may think you don't want one, but then you see somebody walking around and you're like, oh my God, I have to have it. And then when you do, they all want it too. That's just the way it works. You know it, don't lie. And so I tell them, these are the perfect size for your chapsticks, for your quarter penalties and euchre. And that's what I use them for, yes, that's what I tell them. So that's what I tell them. And that's how I book a show at euchre. I'm like, oh yes, isn't it cute? Book a show with me, you can have one too. And so I tell them all the wonderful things you can do with this purse, and that somebody just said, I can't remember where, probably here, that you could use it as like a little gift basket, giving somebody a gift in, a little trinket, whatever. They're great, they're awesome, and on top of that, inside them are beautiful little tennis bracelets, and you can have one just for letting me come and hang out for a couple hours. And I tell them, you got all that free jewelry, and you can take this home with you, and we can do this. And at the beginning of the whole thing, the whole show, I tell them a little list of services I got from my premier mom. She showed me, so that they knew ahead of time that they didn't have to have it at their house, because I realized when I sat there and said, I just come to your house for a couple hours, and then this look comes across their face like, oh my God. I don't know if it's me personally or they did not want me at their house. So I tell them ahead of time all the things they can do, and I make sure, I hand them out a folder with the list of services in it and the hostess benefits at the beginning, so they can look at it. Like I heard somebody off to the side talking about, we could do it in such and such a place, and they're telling about that, so I know I've got to nail them with a purse, right? And I don't know, then they're not as nervous and they know what they can do, and then I don't hand them out the catalog till later. But that's really all I do, is talk up those purses the best way I can and then say, do you want to have one? And I walk around kind of sort of fast, because I can't make eye contact still with people, to help me when I'm saying, would you like to do the show? Because if they're not looking at me, I'm not going to look at them. Would you like, oh, hey, that's fine. And for some reason it works, and a lot of people seem to take it, and then I'll double check with them and check out if there's people that didn't take it, but they look like they really wanted a purse, or I keep these with me and check out, so people are looking at them and they're like, oh my God, those are so cute. I said, I know, right? Don't you want one? And we go over it again, and I come up with different ways that they might want to, but pretty much that's it. It's just those little things after stacking the box.
Do you do the customers though? That thing? Can you do that?
What?
The three kinds of
The three customers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, love that. Okay. So right after I show the jewelry, because I do the letter thing, I tell them, okay, I'm going to show you 3 customers I meet at my shows, and I watched it on one of the trainings.
Or 3 kinds of people. Right?
3 kinds of people. Well, the 3 people, the 3 customers. And I tell them that, this first one, she loves all the jewelry, she comes to all the shows, she buys 1 or 2 items, and she's my happy customer. And so then I tell the deals of the night. I'm like, my happy customer, she likes good deals, right? And so whatever the deal is for the night, I'm like, doesn't that make you happy? And she says yes. And in general, I try and pick somebody for that wore jewelry to the show, because I know then she does actually wear jewelry. Some people are surprised me. And the second customer, I'm like, well, this person, they want 8 to 9 items that are on this table. They don't want 1 or 2, and why would they pay full price when they can get it half price or for free? And that's the person that I have. I make her hold the boxes as I do it, and she is my happy hostess. And that's what I tell them, and then I go through the boxes, and then the wonderful purses. And then after that, we go straight to my 3rd customer that wants everything on the table, and she wants to make money, and she is my happy jeweler. And I hate standing in front of other people.
You're doing great.
You're doing awesome.
So can I just ask a question for clarification's sake? So you do your fashion show, then you bring up 2 people, or 3 people.
I do ask for the volunteers. I've only gotten a kid
Okay.
once. However, I just split it between her and somebody
But
else.
that's how you have it. You actually have people up there.
No, I walk to them around.
Or
the room.
you walk to them, okay? And you say, you're my happy customer,
I
you have this special.
Yeah, I do. the first person, I say, okay, and you are, and usually if they're extra smiley or something, because the happy customer is the easiest one,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you're my happy customer, and they go like this, I give them an extra $20 because, you know, they're participating. And then the second person, I literally say, okay, no, you're the one that has to actually do some work. And they'll either sometimes be like, oh, when they get up, so I'm going, okay, they come to me.
You stack the boxes then when you show the.
Yeah, I make her sit there and be like, okay, so you're, usually they're still sitting, so I'll get down and I'll kneel right in front of them, so I'm not blocking anybody. And I'll do the, can you hold your hands up? And I say, well, this is what you get for, and I start with the $150 of free jewelry and stack those up at 25s, and then I do the, what do I do?
The half price.
$50.
I almost think I want to do those last, I'm not even sure now. But I stack them up. I stack them up to 150, and then I say you can get half price items, and I say 4 to 8, and usually I say, well, let's say that we're not feeling all that sparky today, and we only get 2, and then I stick another one on for the 30%. And it goes really fast, and then I do the gift cards, and occasionally I'll do the, if you got the $400 show, the double of the bonuses. I said, but this is just if you do August, and I stack it up even higher. And I tell them, isn't this great? Like playing Jenga, you know, they're holding the boxes. And then we kind of make a game out of trying to get them all back in the basket without knocking them on the floor. And, you know, we turn it to people, don't you want all this? Wouldn't it be nice? And depending on the reaction of the person holding it, if they're super excited about those boxes they're holding, they're the person I give the purse to first.
Okay.
If it's somebody that's like looking at me like they hate me for making them hold these boxes, they are last. But, yeah, but the happiest looking person, I offer them the happy purse.
I like it.
Happy first, I like that.